deferred annuity. For those of you who are retirees, it's a time for you to plug into this one because you will really, really need that. Just before we rounded off the program last week, one of our very ardent and regular callers did call to find out if the policy we're discussing had any provisions for retirees. And that's why we are revisiting this. So, deferred annuity, what does it really mean? What are the prospects of you buying into a deferred annuity? And what are the benefits that you guarantee if you can purchase one? These are many more questions we'll seek to answer. If you can keep us company from now through 7 p.m. Loads and loads of traffic updates as well will come your way. But first, let's have a word from our partners. And when we return, it'll be time to begin the conversation.
Wow! What just happened?
What kind of question is that? Can't you see?
Wow! That looks like a brand new SUV. What kind of vehicle is that?
What kind of question is that? Can't you see?
Was it the motorcycle that caused it? Or the cooling van?
What kind of question is that? Can't you see?
But why is that man smiling and pressing his phone instead of pressing that careless man's face against the car's floorboard?
And what kind of question is that? Can't you see?
But what kind of man is that?
Wait, seriously, what kind of man is that?
Yes, that's the kind of man that has prepared for the unexpected. The man that knows that when accident happens, ICO Auto Insurance Plan keeps you covered, so you don't have to worry. Get the ICO Auto Insurance Plan today. Call us on 0700 iContact, that is 0700 2442 668228, or visit www.icoplc.com to learn more. ICO Insurance, your stable friend, yesterday, today, and always.
Sun through the rain, and a friend you can trust all the way, every day. Live your life, we've got your back, and so I will take you there all the way, every day. Yeah, stability assured.
ICO Insurance, your stable friend, yesterday, today, and always.
Insurance on the move from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right, then. So those of you making that return journey home this beautiful evening, I can tell you, if you are navigating through the Carter Bridge end, and you're connecting Carter Bridge, looking good. But traffic from underneath Idumota Bridge inwards Johnny Balogun, that street is also looking very, very good. Tinubu Square linking you up with Nnamdi Azikiwe Street, heading towards Tom Jones. I'm talking about the intersection there. It's equally looking very, very good to go for now. Oyebanji, all those areas connecting the 3rd Mainland Bridge is free, while we can also tell you that Ilubiri linking you up with Carter Bridge inwards journey Ijora Olokpa is moving as expected this beautiful evening. All right, then. So, Iba N2, you have a mixed experience within that corridor. But if you take you through the CMS, we can tell you slow movement on CMS Bridge inwards of Fin Canal Market. This is due to market activities at this time. In and out of the Fin Canal Market, we have some closing hour rush. But immediately after Fin Canal Market, that entire stretch down to Ijura Lokpa and Nepa, movement is looking very, very good. We'll be giving you more helpings as they come in from time to time. But right now, let's switch conversation and talk about insurance. For some time now, we've been dwelling on some very vital products that you will need so that you can guarantee protection for your life. And today, we're going to be talking about the deferred annuity plan. But here is a scenario. Bosun is a 45-year-old hardworking businessman with a family of 4. That is his wife and 2 children. According to him, he has seen his children to their early years in the university, and he believes he would be able to see them through with his earnings. But I need to give you a little background about Bosun. Now, Bosun is a successful businessman, like I hinted earlier on, whose business tentacles spread across different spheres of the Nigerian economy, from banking to insurance, mining, oil and gas, transportation and logistics, you name it. Bosun seems to have the master stroke that makes him excel at any business endeavor he finds himself. Now, on one of his business trips to Abuja, Bosun came across Maxwell, an old schoolmate who is now a top underwriter with a renowned insurance firm in Nigeria. Maxwell, having heard of Bosun's hugely successful exploits in business, decides to find out from him if he has insurance. Now, to his astonishment, Bosun replies that he doesn't have and never intends to do any life insurance, stressing that the only insurance policies he has are the compulsory ones that involve his business concern. Now, in the following banter with Maxwell, Bosun stressed that, the other thing he would like, if he's going to be convinced, is for Maxwell to prescribe for him any kind of insurance policy that can take care of him when he's old and retired and he doesn't have the strength to cope with the rigors of life anymore. Now, upon his return to Lagos, Bosun decides to invite an insurance expert to come and convince him of the right type of policy that will guarantee protection for him when he's retired and old. And it is from that scenario that we're going to be dwelling on this beautiful evening so that we can catch what that really means. Let's join Ola Olufamewo of ICO Insurance this evening to take us through this excursion, and he's linking us up with the phone line. Ola Olu, nice to have you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir, Mr. Victor.
And
good
how
to be here again on here.
Yeah, and how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing also good. And you, sir?
Very good too.
Doing great, sir.
Right. So let's just take it up right away. So
good evening to all our listeners.
Wonderful. So what advice would you give to Bosun this evening?
So Bosun concern is also the concern that most people have. And then I think I would advise Bosun to arrange. He has a fear about his future, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I will advise Bosun to arrange for that future that is there most, by putting in place a policy called deferred annuity, which will pay him a defined benefit for the rest of his life.
Right.
So I think I would advise Bosun to go for a deferred annuity policy.
And we need to understand what annuity is all about. So just take some little time to explain to us, what is annuity?
Okay, so because of I'm advising him to buy deferred annuity, so let's explain what deferred annuity is. So let's talk about annuity first before we even go to deferred annuity, right? Thank you.
Right.
So annuity is a form of insurance that allows an individual, that is the annuitant, to receive a steady income periodically for the rest of his life or her life. So with an annuity plan, you'll be receiving a steady income for the rest of your life. So again, also is an instrument by which policyholder saves towards a defined regular income at retirement. I can also say that it's also an avenue for a retiree to convert their lump sum into immediate regular income at retirement. We are not going into this third discussion, which is lump sum into regular income at retirement,
right,
because we are not really looking at regulated annuity. But for normal annuity, is an instrument by which a policyholder saves towards a defined regular income at a particular certain age in the future.
All right. So let's just jump into it right away then. So what is deferred annuity?
Okay, so a deferred annuity is that annuity where payment of annuity benefits commences at a specific chosen future date. For example, these are the specific chosen future dates. We have age 50, age 55, age 60, age 65, and age 70. So when I'm buying a deferred annuity plan, I put into consideration these ages before I go into the policy. So again, a deferred annuity is the type of annuity whereby the earning of the annuity takes place in the future or later date.
Right.
Like I said, for example, I'm age 30 now. And I'm concerned about what will happen to me when I'm age 60, when I'll be out of work, right? Most people retire at that age. The faternity is one of the policies that you could have that will make provision for that age, anything after that age. You don't remember I mentioned that we have age 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. So you just instruct us that from age 60, I want to be earning 1 million naira on monthly basis for the rest of my life. And then the calculation will be done for you. And then upon attaining that age 50, you start earning at that point. And it will take care of that fear you are having for what will happen to me by the time I'm age 50.
All right. So we're having it at the back of our minds that Bosun is 45. So whatever scenario we're going to be painting will always be woven around that. But what are the features of a deferred annuity plan?
Okay, so let me just mention like 4 or 5 features of deferred annuity plan that makes it a lot unique, right? So a customer for deferred annuity, you determine how much you want to receive at retirement. You know, when I was using the example I created the other time, I said at age 60, I want to be earning 1 million naira.
Right.
Maybe that is what is of interest to me at that particular age. So you have that liberty to choose or determine what you want to be earning at that particular age, at the age of retirement. Also, Bosun could pick between the ages, the retirement ages, which are 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. This is also one of the great features of the product. They allow you to pick a particular age you want to start earning from. So based on the factors I just mentioned, the 2 factors I just mentioned, the first factor is it determines his age, and also he picks his age at retirement. These are now the things we consider to calculate the premium, what the premium will be. We look at age next birthday, the premium payable then is determined. So if after knowing what he wants to earn and the age he wants to earn, we just ask him for his age, and you'll be able to tell us, and we'll be able to tell you what you'll be earning with that information we have. So one of the great features again is it provides a regular income till death comes. And in most cases, we always have 2 guarantee periods, 5 years guarantee period or 10 years guarantee period. The guarantee period, I think we're still going to talk about the guarantee period, right? Yes, so let me leave it for that. Another great feature of this policy is that if death occurs during the deferment period, there's 100% refund of premium plus interest. So what we mean by deferment period is the period during which the annuitant is still contributing, is still saving towards its retirement plan. So, for example, Bosun is 45, and he has picked age 50 as his retirement age. That he wants to start earning from age 50. So the deferment period is between age 45 and age 50. I hope that is a bit clear, right?
That's right.
Yes.
So within that 5 years,
if death happens within that period, everything he has contributed within that period will be refunded to the beneficiary.
Okay.
Those are the 2 features of the product.
All right. So I would like to move as quickly as possible. So how does the deferred annuity work?
Okay, this is how it works. Bosun, which is a customer, will consistently save his money towards a predetermined period. And after attaining that period, getting to that age, he starts earning an income. So Bosun is age 55. He approaches us and say, I want to start earning from age 60. And he will contribute between the age 45 and 60, or age 45 and age 50. Even it could be age 50. He contributes for 5 years, and after attaining age 50, he then starts earning till death comes. And one of the key ways it works is that at death, a multiple of 5 times of his annual earnings will also still be payable to him as death benefit. So if Bosun died after, for example, he started earning at age 50, and he earned for, say, 12 years. He died
Right.
at age 62. Right?
Right.
Whatever is earning on monthly basis, with whatever is earning on annual basis will be multiplied by 5. So, for example, if earning 1 million naira on annual basis, that 1 million naira will be multiplied by 5, and that 5 million becomes death benefits to his beneficiary.
All right, so let's break it in clearer terms now. So if by age 60, Bosun is earning 1 million naira annually, and he lives to like age 80, will he still be earning that amount of money?
Let me get the scenario again, sir.
If he lives from that 60 to age 80, will he still be getting the 1 million naira every year?
Yes, even if he lives till age 90 plus, he will continue to earn the 1 million naira annually, because that is what we have promised him. Right. And that is what we have guaranteed him, right? So he has to die.
Okay.
No more.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The Fed annuity plan is what we're focusing on this evening. And Olaolu Famewo is our guest. He's taking us to the classroom on the rudiments of this particular insurance policy. We're going to take a break right now. When we return, what is the difference between deferred annuity and regulated annuity? How many types of annuity plans does ICO really have? Then what do we mean by guaranteed period? He was mentioning that earlier on. These are many more we'll try and explain for you, but also you can put in your questions too. When we return from this break, we'll make the program much more interactive and we can hear from you.
Honestly, I am fed up of my street.
Hey, what's wrong now?
I think my street is jinxed. Over the weekend, my apartment was boggled and the criminals made away with valuables. They even took my son's toy treasure box.
Stable and reliable.
And just this morning, there was a huge fire incident in my neighbor's house and he lost everything. I mean everything.
Wow. Anyway, like I said before, stable and reliable.
What are you saying? Are you mocking me?
Abba, of course not. I just said
obtainable, portable, blah blah blah. I can rhyme too. It doesn't help my situation.
Okay, you remember I had similar experience last year, but thankfully I had signed up to a fire and burglary insurance plan with a stable and reliable partner, ICO Insurance.
Oh, now I get it now. Yeah. But why didn't you tell me all this while now?
When the unexpected happens to your home appliances, ICO provides the insurance cover that makes you worry-less. Get the ICO Fire and Burglary Insurance Plan today. Call us on 0700 iContact. That is 0700 2442 668228 or visit www.icoplc.com to learn more. ICO Insurance, your stable friend. Yesterday, today, and always.
Insurance on the move on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I still have with me Olaolu Famewo, who is talking to us about deferred annuity plan. Flash update coming in from the Ekpe corridor. It's a very busy one from Mara proceeding towards Ikate and Chisco. This is due to close hour rush. Jakonde and Igboefon, Chevron, moving pretty fine, except for traffic light alternation delays within that particular corridor. But there's a flash update of a breakdown at the T junction in Ekpe. It's a lone accident, by the way, so let me give that proper description. A loaded truck with insecticide fell on its side, and then the contents caught fire. Wow. That's within the Ekpe T junction. But the good news, it's being tackled right now, so you need to watch out for that as you drive through that corridor. All right, so let's get back to the conversation. Olaolu, what is the difference between deferred annuity and the PENCOM regulated annuity?
Okay, so let me take it from the... Okay, so deferred annuity is a product that is basically designed by ICO Insurance PLC.
Mm-hmm.
And a guaranteed payment of annuity throughout the lifetime of the annuitant.
Okay.
It's also a promise that we say that a multiple of 5 times of his annual benefit will be paid as death benefit to the annuitant. You know, I mentioned that just 2 minutes ago. So that is deferred annuity. Again, is a product designed by ICO, being sold by ICO, and a guaranteed payment of annuity to an annuitant.
Okay.
But regulated annuity, on the other hand, is an annuity for retirees, regulated by Pension Act of 2003, as amended by 2014. And it is also called PENCOM regulated annuity. It is an immediate annuity that guarantees payment of annuity to the annuitant throughout his lifetime. So let me provide more clarity for that, right?
All right.
PENCOM regulated annuity, regulated annuity is by PENCOM, is under PENCOM regulated annuity.
Okay.
So when you are, as an employee, working in an organization, like I'm working with ICO Insurance PLC today,
Right.
on monthly basis, a certain percentage of my salary is paid to my PENCOM account.
Okay.
And it keeps accumulating on monthly basis over the years until when I get to retirement age. So when I get to retirement age, my pension will be paid to me. A lump sum of my pension, all the accumulated money will be, a part of it will be paid to me.
Okay.
Around 25% or thereabout will be paid to me. The remaining part will be used to buy either regulated and immediate annuity or what we call program withdrawal.
Okay.
Immediate annuity is from insurance. Program withdrawal is from PSA, pension company.
Okay.
So the difference between the two is deferred annuity is a voluntary product that you buy from ICO by yourself. You walk into ICO and you buy.
All right.
But pension regulated annuity, by virtue of the Act of 2014, as an employee, when you retire, you either buy immediate annuity or program withdrawal. So it's compulsory.
All right.
So that's the major difference between the two.
And I need to thank you so much for breaking it down for us this evening. Some messages are already coming in. By the way, if you want to speak with Olaolu Famewo on this one, you can call us on 080-99-120-777. That's 0809-912-0777. Message here says, good evening, Mr. Victor and Mr. Olaolu Famewo. He says, can someone who is 63 and already on annuity take this deferred annuity in addition? You didn't put your name, by the way. I would have loved it if you put your name. But Olaolu, can he do that? Can he combine annuities?
Yes. Someone that is 63 has two options left for him. Of course, he can. So it's either you say you want to start earning by age 65 or you want to start earning by age 70, going by what I said initially. So someone that is age 63 now can sit by our deferred annuity and even immediate annuity.
I thought you would have been too old. All right. There's a message here. This one says, hello, Traffic Radio. Could you talk about any features in annuity plans that help protect against the impact of inflation over time? Okay, Chidi is sending this one in. So, does inflation have anything to do with this kind of policy?
Okay, thank you for that very beautiful question, right? So, there is an option. We have 5 options. There are options to this policy. So, there's an option where you could pick what we call escalating option. So you want the policy to be, the benefit to be escalating by 5% on annual basis, or 10% on annual basis. So every year, if I earn 10,000 this year, that means next year I will earn 10,000 plus 5%. If my option is option 5%, and if my option is option 10%, I will earn 10,000 plus 10%. So there is.
Okay.
Yeah, that is just to make provision for inflation.
All right. Then this one says, good evening, Mr. Olaolu. I would like to know whether deferred annuities offer... Okay, I'd like to know whether deferred annuities offer provisions to cover long-term care expenses. Lola, this is a technical one. I don't know how... All right, but do you understand what she's saying?
Yeah, no, I think the way I will answer it, this is the way I would like to answer that question. So if your fear, Bosun has a fear for the future. So if your fear is long-term future health challenges and how to... So I have someone that actually bought this product and said, oh, I know that by the time you are age 60, there will be one health issue or the other that I will have to be maintaining.
Right.
Or probably on daily basis. So, and I think I can spend whatever will be like 200,000 naira or 300,000 naira. And he bought the policy that will be paying him 500,000 naira on monthly basis to take care of his health.
Okay.
From age 60.
So that would be additional riders, right?
No. It's not even an additional rider. Then it becomes the purpose, the reason for buying the policy.
Okay. So just for health reasons?
Yes, he's buying it for health reasons, that he's going to be spending 100,000 naira on his health on monthly basis from age 60. So let me buy a policy that will be paying me that money. So I won't be taking it out of my business money or my whatever money I'm getting from elsewhere.
All right.
So the money I'm getting from the annuity will be paying for my health care.
All right. Let's quickly take some more questions, and I will lob them up so that you can quickly answer them as we round off. This one says, Mr. Victor, good evening. Can I add more money to my annuity over time? You didn't put your name, by the way. All right. I would have loved it if you put your name. This one says, are there any limitations or fees if I want to change the contracts? Femi is sending that one in. All right. So can I add more money?
So what we advise for someone that wants to add more money, okay, your status has increased and has changed. Mm-hmm. You are not earning more money and you believe you need more from benefit at that age.
Right.
You could have another policy in place that will mature at the same time with this particular, with the first one you must have taken. Okay. So you then ensure that the maturity age is 60, for example, for the two policies. So that's how to take care of that.
All right, quickly,
then
any limitations?
Policy, there's limitation for annuity benefit. In as much as benefit has not commenced, you can still work around the annuity policy. But the moment we start our obligation, we start paying you your benefits. Nothing can be done about it again.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. Next week, we have to continue this because we've not talked about premium. We've not talked about the guaranteed period. And, of course, how much one will begin to earn at the end of the policy. But let me say a big thank you to you, Ola Olufamewo. Thank you so much for connecting with us. Okay, then. Thank you so much. All right. He is an underwriter. He's an underwriter with ICO Insurance, and we've been able to reflect a bit on deferred annuity plan. Next week, that conversation will continue, but we have to go. The program has been produced by Akan Hussein. I say big thank you to you. Definite Media Concepts have put all of this together. Next Thursday by 6:30, the program makes a return. But till then, I am Victor Oteri. Have a great evening. Bye.